Welcome to This Week in Nerf, your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news.
I came in at the end there. I'm Dratty, your host. I took both names this week.
What's the opposite one? Drac?
Adak?
Adak.
It's not as good.
Not
both
as good.
Comments below. What's better, Dratty or Adak?
It's pretty clear.
I know.
It's pretty clear.
I know.
Let's do the news.
Yes. So kicking us off, Addie, what do we have?
Nerf Ultra.
Oh man, out of professional courtesy, this is a really cool floor over here. Yeah.
So Nerf Ultra is the biggest news this week. Let's hear first my thoughts in May. We don't have a lot to go off right now other than a name and a very loose description of what the trademark applies to. The trademark request says toy projectile shooters and accessories, so it's pretty safe to say this could be a new blaster line with accessories. Ultra implies that maybe it'll be superior in some way to other blasters. Maybe there's a new ammo type that flies further or is more accurate. We'll need to wait and see. Maybe Hasbro will finally venture into half darts. So when Buff Daddy found those patent filings, I thought it was a new line, check. New darts, check. Kinda short, probably, looks like it. But oh, it is not what I had hoped it would be. That handle, right guys? There's not a lot of room in there for your hand. There's not a lot of room in there for your trigger finger. It's not mag-fed, which seems odd. I really hope that this wasn't meant to be aimed at the competitive market. That would be a mistake. We also got some images of some of the new darts. So they're probably smaller than Megas, but larger than Elites. Made of styrofoam? Styrofoam doesn't squish. Styrofoam can't do high crush. So the modability will be low. Ultra sounded super exciting because Ultra is a great name. Ultra 1 implies there will be more in this line, but it's looking pretty DOA to me. What do you think, Drac?
This is a really cool room.
Moving on.
All right.
I just want to say a huge thank you to Cybern Warrior 22 for bullying Captain Slug.
Captain Slug is a man who you wouldn't think could be easily bullied, but apparently for the memes is good enough. So
mission successful. We have a double Caliburn.
Double Caliburn all the way! No, it's actually really exciting. So there's a Caliburn imposter out there somewhere in the Sunny Island, and they tried their hand at this, but obviously there's no man like the man with the plan, the OG, the independent variable, Captain Slug himself, is here to deliver the hits. 2 at a time. 1 pump, 2 darts. It's a double-barreled Caliburn surprise, and it looks good. It looks clean. It's in his design DNA. I mean, if Slug's doing it, you know it's going to be quick, dirty, and it's going to work. So I'm excited.
And if 1 Caliburn's fun,
2 has got to be better.
2 has to be better.
Exactly.
There's no way this could go wrong.
How many cats do you have again?
2.
Ah,
because
more than...
it's better.
See, there you go. What's up, Luna? All right, so coming at us hot from Germany, we've got Devils, or Milan as we know him because we're friends.
Yay.
Doing something really cool. He's done it a few times before. He's remixing a concept that's been around and making it better using materials that are already being supplied by our hobby. Addie?
In this case, it's the Talon Claw and the Talon Claw stock. Some people, for some reason, like stocks on their Talon Claws. I don't get it.
It is a little confusing, but this is the best of both worlds.
Yes, because this one, you can put it away if you don't want it. It shortens and it lengthens and it uses existing hardware from Nirodha's long-shot adjustable stock.
Well, I always thought it was Nirohita, but
it might be. I don't know.
Taking advantage of those rods, this allows you to take the Talon Claw's buttstock and nest it into the Talon Claw's plunger area itself. So if you don't want a stock, like Addie, then it's gone. And if you do want a stock but don't want a Caliburn, then it's there when you need it and not when you don't. And that's the best kind of stock.
That's pretty cool, Milan. Thanks
Good job.
for making stuff. And we saw a little poll from Worker a while back about if we want a clear hurricane or a red hurricane. And the people have spoken and it has been created.
It's not the red one, I'll tell you that.
It's not the red one. It is clear.
It does look good though, and we can always dye it, so my feelings aren't deeply wounded, just small surface scratches. It's sweet though, and in addition to being sweet, it was debuted in a unique and community-friendly fashion.
Yes.
our friends across the pond over at Monkeytron Collective got 2 of them in, and they did awesome, awesome stuff. So taking advantage of the uniquely clear shell, you can do some really cool stuff with lights and hydrographics. They did, of course, the usual, very tactical, almost tartan camo. Instead, I think they went with a pseudo snakeskinny cryptechy thing. And then, of course, for Mel, my lovely UK mom, we did a floral one with lights behind it, and they look awesome!
They both look so good, and it definitely showcases the interesting things you can do with a blaster because of it being clear.
Exactly. They chose very well over at Worker. Now, for the rest of us, if we want a clear Hurricane, when will our favorite web store Foam Blast shop have them in stock?
Just as soon as we can.
Exactly. It's going to take a little while for them to get over here, but they'll ship day of.
It's a long way away.
China is
that's a boat ride.
Mathematically far away from here.
It's true.
All right.
This has been Geography with Addie and Drac.
It's the ball, the planet, and there's points on it, and they're not always next to each other.
And this next story is just a rehash of a super heartwarming article that came out of People. A boy, Drew Esposito, has a rare form of brain cancer, medulloblastoma, but instead of just staying in bed being cooped up in the hospital, he's still cooped up in the hospital, but playing with Nerf blasters with his doctors and nurses and family. And it is so awesome that they're trying to get fun into those spaces.
I mean, it's difficult to talk about stuff like this for me. I have a small history with stuff like this, but it's just incredible when you don't know what the next day is going to bring to fill somebody in that position's day with like joy and fun that's completely on their level, with people that they love and trust to make them better and make them feel better. Is just very, very meaningful. Like, my hat goes off to everyone out there. Relevant to this article, my friend Paul Kowski, who you guys know as PDK Films, just did Make-A-Wish for the first time. His Make-A-Wish kid's name is Dom. Shout out to both of them doing amazing things in this same vein. Like, it's tough to talk about, but it's very, very heartwarming to see it happen. Our hobby is really special.
It's awesome that Nerf can just bring so much happiness
into people's lives. Yeah. It's something that we share IRL in an increasingly digital age. Hashtag deep. Eddie, how many of us are there?
There are 2 of us.
How many cats are there?
There are 2 cats.
How many mods of the week are there?
2.
Exactly. We don't play by the rules on Drac episodes. So we've got 2 blasters for Mod of the Week from the same maker, Anchor Arts. He's a cosplayer, he's an artist, he's a nerfer, and he's doing some really cool stuff. So as a D1 player myself, I really liked both of these blasters, but they're also a really new blaster. It's your turnaround time, man. Respect.
So both of these blasters are made from the Perseus, and I guess we'll go over them one at a time. So this one is the Vigilance Wing, and the leather wrap on that and the wings coming out of it look super cool.
I mean, it is very, very sweet. And then the other one, of course, unfortunately in Team Blue, is the Bad Juju. Now, blue was the correct choice for this shell. The paint job looks sweet. The attachments are awesome. In particular, you nailed the most important part of the Bad Juju, which is that gnarly skull on top with your barrel attachment. I mean, again, love D1, love the pulse rifles from the game. Burst rifles are super duper sweet, even if I did resist as an old school MA5B guy. These are really sweet. The fact that you're taking a new blaster, overhauling it, making it into something from video game land that quick is impressive.
I don't understand how you're pumping out work of this caliber
this quickly
in this time frame. It's a little crazy.
Super impressive. I've featured his work on my channel before. He did the Peacekeeper from Apex Legends out of a sling fire, and that was also ridiculously slick. Gave me a little bit of insight into how you do your stuff, and I'm just super impressed, man. Keep it up.
Good job. This week's video of the week is from just a madman.
Just a guy out in the UK.
Just a Jolt.
That's it. Yep. All right. So Just a Jolt is he's crazy, but he really embodies.
Interesting character.
I mean, I've met him like on and off at Foam Fest. He's actually, and I'm not selling anybody short. I love everybody in the UK, but Addie told me earlier he is the person she is most excited to meet at Foam Fest 2020, and I can't even blame you. Like, he brings a real exuberance and youthful joy from the hobby into his content, into his events.
It looks like genuine happiness all the time.
Look, when Tactical Tang is doing the raffle at Foam Fest, you know it's fire. So
But this video
yeah, exactly.
is 6 rocket launchers, Fortnite rocket launchers, strapped together, firing at the same time from one man.
How many rockets can one man handle? The answer is at least 6.
Probably more.
In addition to being a super cool mod and very fun, like, the sheer amount of effort that went in this video just shines through.
The edit is excellent.
It's fun to watch whether you're into goofy combo blasters like this or not. The jump cuts are sweet. He grows rockets into blasters. I don't want to spoil it, but like, he spent a lot of time, he put a lot of love into it. I think that my comment on the video says it all.
It's just a fun video, worth watching. Please do that.
In addition to videos worth watching, what should they do next week?
They should like and subscribe so they can watch my video next week, because you won't be here. My video. It's just me.
You should do those things this week. Next week you should watch the video.
Next week watch me and he'll be somewhere else.
Oh, but
today he's here.
That is important, actually.
So comment and say how happy you are that he's here. Because I am.
Because we're driving to California next. Today's a full day, guys. It's going to be great. So
we need to hit the road.
We do. We actually have to go right now.
Bye, Internet.
Michelle, make us funny. Bye.
Oh, you can't run away.
I can't. I'm attached to the... I got it. All right. And bye now.
We did it.
All right. Michelle, you have all of the pieces. I promise not good...